Okay everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Elizabeth, and today we're going to make pork chops with apples and stuffing mix. I have got here it looks like 3 pounds of ribeye cut pork chops. I'm about to open them up and we're going to season them. The seasoning I put on these chops is salt and pepper, garlic powder, onion powder, and some paprika. And then I put in the dish on top of my apples, ham flavored concentrate. This really adds a flavor of pork to this dish that is just, it's really, really good. So that's what I add. So you're going to need, as far as salt and pepper, really how much you like. The recipe that I have made up calls for about a tablespoon of salt. I'm using Malden sea salt. That's what I like. I've tried Celtic salt, pink salt, and I like this one the best. And I have one hand spicing the pork and the other hand touching it, so I'm not cross-contaminating. Salt and pepper. And then about, let's see if we can do this one-handed. About a tablespoon of onion powder. Goes on top. And I'm going to flip these over in the crock pot, and then I'm going to season the other side. But for right now, and then the same amount of garlic powder. So a half of a tablespoon on each side. You're also going to need honey. Let me tell you everything you're going to need for the dish. You're going to need pork chops. You can get bone-in, thick cut. It depends on what you get depending on the cook time, but these are about a ½ inch thick. So I'm going to cook them on high for 4 hours. You need 2 14.5 ounce cans of fried apples. You can get them with cinnamon or without. I chose to get them with. Black pepper, salt, paprika, honey, and I almost forgot my paprika. Paprika gives it just a little smoky flavor. And it's really good. And then that's all. Let me grab a pair of tongs. Okay, and I'll show you how I put them in the crock pot. So here's my crock pot. Let me move my salt. I'm going to put in just a little bit of the apple juice from these apples. So I'm not putting my pork chops down on just anything, nothing. Let's adjust. Alright guys, I'm back with our pork chops. And they are looking fantastic. They've cooked for 4 hours. And they are done. If you can see them in there. That's the apples and the onions. I'm now making the stuffing. I just put the package directions, which was, I think, a cup and 1/4 of water and butter. And I'm doing that now, and I'm going to put that on top of our chops. And I did use 2 boxes. I think I needed to mix that up a little more. But once you get your stuffing in here, you're going to put some butter on top of it and let it melt. And then it's going to go on high for about another half an hour. And when I come back, we will plate this up and we will taste it. That part I can't wait for. Okay guys, so this is looking good. It's been, I took a nap, so it's been a little longer than a half hour, but I am going to put some butter on top of there. If I can find a knife. There's one. It looks really good, guys. Welcome back if you are new to my channel, and you probably are. We're just starting out here. Welcome back. I appreciate you tuning in. This is a great recipe. I baked it in the oven. I've never tried it in the crock pot. I'm just going to put some pats of butter right on top. Now you're probably thinking this doesn't need any more fat, but really there's not a lot of fat on those pork chops. They were ribeye cut pork chops. There's not a lot of fat in the apples and the onions. There's more sugar. And now I'm going to put the lid back on until the butter melts, and I'm going to get a plate. And I am going to make with this some sweet potato mash with the rest of the butter and some brown sugar. So I'm going to get to that while this butter melts. Okay guys, here's my plate with a pork chop, my sweet potato mash with a pat of butter, and then my stuffing with the apples and onions. So that's my plate. That's what I'm eating this evening. And let's see if it's any good. Let's take a bite. Okay guys, our dinner is done. Time to take a bite. I already kind of got into the sweet potatoes. They're so good. If you want that recipe, just hit me up in the comments and I'll be more than happy to edit the video and add that in there. Let's taste our pork chops and our apples and our stuffing. Pork chop and an apple. Hot. Really good. Sweet. The pork chop's meaty. It's not dry. It has those spices on it. The apples are good with the onions. This is such a hearty dinner. And with it becoming fall, well, it is fall. It's such a hearty dinner. It took about 6 ingredients in the crock pot. You can put it on 4 hours high, 8 hours on low. It doesn't take a lot of work when it's done. You just throw on the stuffing mix and some butter. I'm not salting this. I'm not peppering this. It doesn't need anything except to be eaten. It's really good. And again, you can try this with any size chop. Thick cut, thinner cut, bone in. I had the ribeyes with the bone out. So good. Alright guys, so I'm going to finish eating and then go on to the next video. Who knows what it'll be. It may be a haul, it may be an unboxing, it may be more cooking. We'll just see where the YouTube tide takes us. And speaking of tides, let's all pray for those in Florida. It's really bad down there, and there's a lot of people that are in emergency situations. So let's all pray for them and think about them in our thoughts. And I'm going to go finish this and then on to the next. Have a great day, guys.